Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Flight 1481 to Amsterdam. We will be taking off in just a few minutes, so please take your seats so we can ensure an on-time departure.
Are you kidding me? Get a business class seat and you gotta put your luggage way back in economy? What's that all about? I need to pay for this thing for. Sam? Hey.
Sorry.
You alright? Seems like you're a million miles away already.
Not that far. No, I just can't stop thinking about Danny and that John Doe in the ICU.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You mentioned Elizabeth's patient, the John Doe.
Yeah?
Why do you keep thinking about him?
Well, I told you how Danny ran into his room and latched onto his hand, and it just really struck me. Why would Danny go into a total stranger's room and grab his hand? I mean, you saw the man. His right hand was practically the only part of his body that wasn't covered in bandages.
Right. Yeah, I would imagine the way he looked, connected to all those machines and everything else, that it would actually frighten him, but it was like it was the opposite.
Exactly. It was just the opposite. Patrick, you have no idea. I told him so many times, let go, and he yelled at me. No. It took Elizabeth to bribe him with another lollipop.
Has you ever done that before?
Well, I mean, Danny can be stubborn, but he's fearless, and he's definitely not afraid of machines, as you know. He's been in and out of the hospital, but, I mean, he's really kind of standoffish with strangers. I mean, I think it's a personality trait he gets from his father.
Well, he wasn't standoffish in the ICU, that's for sure.
No. I don't know why he was so attached to this patient. I mean, do you have any idea?
Well, Danny's been in and out of hospitals a lot. In his young age, maybe he felt sympathy for the guy. I mean, maybe he could actually tell that John Doe was in bad shape.
Elizabeth said that she asked you to look over John Doe's brain scans. Is it as bad as it looks?
Well, the TBI is very serious. But I was able to tell from the scans that there was a bunch of scar tissue and that he's had brain surgery before.
Before the accident?
Yeah. More than one.
It was just like Jason. You know, I can sympathize with this patient. You know, when Jason went through the ramifications of his surgery, he had to deal with memory loss and certain things that he wasn't able to do, even though he never was able to admit to it.
Oh, no, by far the worst patient I've ever dealt with in my life. No,
mean.
Seriously. He never listened to my advice, never gave himself enough adequate recovery time. It doesn't matter how many brilliant surgeries I did on the guy, I did it with zero cooperation.
Well, for what it's worth, I have to say that I'm glad that Jason's operations brought you to town. Even though I didn't like you at first.
Oh, well, that's fair, because I didn't like you at first either.
What? Are you kidding me? What about me did you not like?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to rehash.
No, stop it. Don't be mysterious and just drop it. I can handle it. I'm a big girl. Tell me.
But it wasn't you, per se.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. It was Port Charles women in general, these beautiful, smart, amazing women that were constantly making excuses for these deadbeat mobsters, and it was annoying. I didn't understand it. I hope that's not too harsh, but...
No, it's not. I said I can take it. I'm a big girl. I mean, to be honest, I was no angel when I first got to Port Charles. And neither were you, by the way.
What are you talking about? I was an angel.
What do you mean, what am I talking about? You were a womanizing, sexist pig with a god complex.
I would really like to say that wasn't true, but I can't.
I know.
It's kind of true.
It hurts, doesn't it?
That was right on the tip of your tongue. How long have you waited to tell me that? I would like to think that I've changed a lot.
You have.
So have you.